Hi guys, I hope you're doing great wherever you are, and I hope you're having a nice day like I am here. It's really lovely and sunny today, so I thought I'd do a video. In today's video I'm going to be talking about milk thistle. So the first part of the video I'm going to talk about what is milk thistle and the benefits of milk thistle when we're looking at how it benefits the human body. And in the second stage, I'm going to talk about how to grow milk thistle should you decide you want to grow your own in your own garden. Okay, so the reason why I will show you how to grow it yourself is because this year I've decided to grow my own in my own garden, because I noticed that whenever I was buying milk thistle online, when I received the packages, it just wasn't saying exactly where the plant had been grown. So I've decided I'm just going to from now on grow as much of my own herbs as possible rather than buying in, because you just never know where whatever you're buying is coming from and what kind of soil your herb has been growing, despite choosing the certified organic herbs. You just can't be 100% sure. So if you grow your own, you're 100% sure. You know exactly what's in the soil, and you know you're getting a really good product at the end. Okay, so let's go into the benefits of milk thistle. So this plant was basically created for the liver, to benefit your liver. Now, before we go into it, if you suspect that you've got a problem with your liver, or you've got issues in your right upper abdominal, please go and get checked by a doctor before you start treating yourself at home. It's very important that if you have got any issue with your liver, you get checked by a doctor. Okay, so I'll just show you what the actual plant looked like, the milk thistle plant first, then we'll go into the benefits. There you go. I suppose it was named milk thistle because you see all these little white streaks on the leaves. It's so beautiful, isn't it? It looks like it's been sprayed with milk. Okay, so this what you use from this plant is the actual fruit, the seeds that is produced. So when it's ready to flower, the plant produces a really beautiful sort of purple flower, and just at the top of that flower there is this little cotton like wisps that contains the seeds. So that's what you harvest, and it is the seeds that we use as medicine. It's very spiky, so you want to be very careful when harvesting it. So the chemical that's really useful to the liver is a group of phytonutrients that are collectively called silymarin. They're contained in the actual seeds. So it's this silymarin that's helpful to strengthen and protects the liver. It also helps to regenerate the liver, and it's anti-inflammatory. And if you're somebody that eats a lot of fatty foods or consumes a lot of alcohol, which is very taxing to your liver, this is the herb for you. It's really good. It just cleanses your liver, it strengthens and protects it, and it helps to regenerate your liver. If, for example, you've drunk a lot of alcohol, this is really good to restore your liver and regenerate it. And also, if you have issues with digestion, again, milk thistle is really good for digestion because it loosens everything up so that things move easily. Okay, so that's that with the medicinal use of milk thistle. So now I'm just going to show you how I grow this from seed. So I've got the seeds here, which are I can show you. So these are the seeds that you would harvest from the plant, and what I do is I just grind this into a fine powder, which I sprinkle on my food just to consume it every day to support my liver. Or if it's for a patient, I would grind it and put it in a airtight jar, and they would use it on their food. I wouldn't tincture this because you basically use it dry, and I'm not in support of tincturing dry herbs. So just grinding it and then using it over food is, I think, is the best way to use milk thistle. Okay, so I'm just going to show you what the baby milk thistle. These are the ones that I sowed about 3 weeks ago. So they're from this stage, they're going straight into the ground. So I'll put this away for now. And as usual, I filled this up with organic compost. So you want to use organic. You don't want any chemical fertilizers in your soil where you're growing your medicine. Just make sure everything you use is clean. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, I've got 7 seeds here, so I'm just going to spread them around, just sit them on top of the compost. 2, 3, don't know why I'm counting. 6, 7, there we go. Okay, and once that's done, just sprinkle a fine layer of compost or soil. You don't need to worry about overfilling this because the actual seeds are really strong and robust. So I would say 1/4 of an inch of soil over the seeds, and they're really easy to germinate. But do remember though, they do get eaten by slugs and snails if you don't protect them. So you want to put them in an area where they are protected from snails, slugs, etc. Okay, so once that's done, you do the usual watering. I like to use a spray bottle because it's a lot gentler, it doesn't wash the seeds out of their positions. Okay. And then the next part, which is very important, is to label, because you want to know what it is that you are growing, especially if you're using this for medicinal purposes. It's extremely important that you label your herbs. So I've already written this milk thistle, and then that just sits there. The same applies to when you plant things in the ground. You also want to put a stick with a label so that you remember if you're new to growing herbs, but if you are experienced, then that's okay. Okay, so that's going to just sit in a sunny position. Doesn't need to go in the greenhouse or anywhere, just anywhere where they're away from pests and birds. And within about 7 to 10 days they will germinate, and they're fast growing. Milk thistle grow up to 8 foot, so you want to remember that it's a massive plant and they can be invasive, so bear that in mind. Okay, so that's that about milk thistle. I hope you've enjoyed my video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.